Hello guys, today we are going to learn about single stage transistor amplifier. First question is, what is a single stage transistor amplifier? A simple electronic circuit that uses a single transistor to amplify a weak input signal is called a single stage transistor amplifier. A transistor such as field effect transistor or FET or bipolar junction transistor or BJT. A transistor and related passive parts such as capacitor and resistor are usually included, and occasionally an input and output coupling element. I will show you in further slide that the primary function of a single stage transistor amplifier is to increase the strength, that means the amplitude, of an input signal without significantly distorting its waveform. This amplification process involves the manipulation of current, voltage, or both, depending on the amplifier configuration. Here are examples of basic single-stage transistor amplifier using common emitter configuration with a bipolar junction transistor. Component we need for this experiment is, for this example, we need bipolar junction transistor, that could be NPN or PNP. We need couple of resistors, we need capacitor, we need voltage source. This is the circuit diagram. This is the resistors, this is the input capacitor, this is the transistor, and this is the output. Let's see how it works. Transistor. What is transistor? As we have already discussed in previous videos, but for just to recall those, the active element that increase the input signal strength is the transistor. It is set up as a common emitter amplifier in this example. Okay. R1 and R2 resistor used as biasing device in a voltage divider network to bias the transistor base. Here we are using RE. The transistor emitter resistor is used to stabilize the device and set its DC operating point, also known as quiescent point. We are using capacitor, a coupling capacitor that prevent any DC offset from impacting the stage, that followed by blocking DC while allowing AC signal to travel between stage. And we are also using voltage source. The amplified output signal is taken across the load resistor at the collector end. Okay, at the collector end. Operation. Biasing. By forming a voltage divider, R1 and R2 set the Q point or DC operating point of the transistor by supplying the necessary bias voltage to its base. What is the signal amplification? Only the AC component can reach the transistor base when a AC signal is delivered at the input. Since the capacitor C1 blocks the DC component, depending on the characteristic of the transistor, variation in the input signal cause modification to the base current of the transistor, which in turn affect change in the collector current. The input signal is amplified as a result of the voltage shift across the load resistance, that is output, caused by fluctuation in collector current. Here is the simple circuit. As you can see, this is the coupling capacitor which is at the input end, and this is R1 and R2 is forming voltage divider, and this is our transistor, and this is the collector end, this is the emitter end. Okay, and we are taking output across this resistor. What is output? At the collector, the amplified output signal is applied across the voltage resistor. This is an oversimplified explanation for greater performance, stability, and experimental application requirement, that practical application requirement. Additional components are different circuit design by may be used in real world situation. We can use multiple capacitor, multiple resistor, multiple capacitor for good DC performance. We can use multiple capacitor, multiple resistor, and normally we use a multi-stage transistor amplifier but for the basic understanding we can use single stage transistor amplifier. Generally we don't use in real life the single stage transistor amplifier, we use multi-stage transistor amplifier. Thank you so much.